See, British food gets a bad rap, doesn't it? Everyone has little digs at us, don't they? Just sort of, ugh, your food's rubbish, ugh, it's bland, ugh, it's beige. It's actually very good. Our food is good. It's simple, okay, and it's not going to win any beauty prizes, that's for sure, but our food is good stuff. And anyone that disagrees can shove a banger right up their backside. Why is it called a banger? Why is it bangers and mash? Let's find out. Hey Google, why is it called bangers and mash?
According to Britannica, the term bangers supposedly originated during World War I, when meat shortages resulted in sausages being made with a number of fillers, notably water, that caused them to explode when cooked.
Well, thanks for clearing that up. So about 3 years ago, I had a macaroni cheese recipe on the channel. And I had a comment from a subscriber back then. She said she really liked the video. And she said she'd given me a shout out in one of her videos. I thought that's really sweet, it's really kind. You know, people don't have to do that, it's really nice. So I went and watched the video. And she was lovely, don't get me wrong, lovely person. But it was one of those ASMR channels, wasn't it? Oh, and they make me feel so awkward. I get it, right? People have got their jam. They like what they like, but I just don't get ASMR. I don't understand it. It's a brain orgasm, isn't it, of sorts? And there she was, just sort of eating these teriyaki noodles, and you could just hear everything. Like, it's just like, I appreciate it, thank you, honestly, really nice of you, but I just had to click off. I couldn't handle it. Just like. You can hear every mouthful. Not for me, guys. It's not for me. No. That was pretty bad, McDonald's. Poor show. Assembling a burger like that and then sending it out to a customer. That was no accident. I can tell by how it was assembled. That was no accident. Someone consciously made the effort to make that crap. It's not like someone put it in the box and it slid. There's not enough room in the box for that to happen. And also the fish was on top of the cheese. The cheese melted, so it stuck like that. So whatever way you put that on there, it stuck. The cheese acted like a glue. Then you threw on the BS tartar sauce and then slapped a bun on it and then sent it out to me. There you go, there's your fillet of fish. But I paid £3.09 for that. £3.09 I'm never gonna get back. £3.09, that could have bought me, well, not a lot, but still, maybe the employee doesn't like their job. Maybe they're fed up. If you're out there watching this and you served me that BS, badly assembled filet-o-fish, I forgive you. I forgive you. Because that's the sort of person I am. Or maybe the employee is an actual fish. I'd be pretty miffed off if I was a fish and some plucky idiot came into my restaurant and ordered my dead cousin between 2 slices of bread. And if that is the case, well, you might want to find another job. Mr. Fishy Fish Face McDonald's employee. No employee of the month for you. Let's get on with it. I feel you, mate. It's too hot, isn't it? Summer's the worst. It is the worst. I don't know what people see in it. I really don't. Winter is reliable, you know? You know where you are with winter. I'm your typical pasty white dude, right? I can't handle the heat. Everything burns. Okay, so I don't get a tan. It's not like there's a benefit. I just sweat. Everything, just liquid just pours out of every single orifice. I get irritable, as you can tell. And winter is the best season. Hands down. Yes, it's cold, but you can warm up. In the summer, you've got no choice. You're just lying in bed like a starfish, sweating, you can't get to sleep. You then have a cold shower, sure, but then you come out and you're hot again. Cancel the summer. Just let's get rid of it. I don't know how that would work, but let's just get rid of it. Just do something. Really do talk a lot of shite, don't I? I think probably when I die, I should donate my brain to medical science, because this ain't right up here, is it? answer me this, right? So this recipe is vegetarian because vegetarians eat eggs. I can't call it vegan because vegans don't eat eggs. But it puzzles me as to why. Because chickens lay eggs. Like, they can't not lay eggs. You can't just say to a chicken, look, I'm vegan, stop laying eggs, please. Like, they're a byproduct. They lay them anyway. So why not just eat them? So if you're vegan and, you know, you've got like a pet chicken, you know, you're giving it a nice life, it's running outside, it's pecking at the worms and eating like a queen, and it's living its happy life, and you're just going to end up like with loads of eggs. You're not going to eat them. If it's for dietary reasons, obviously, you know, if you're one of the vegans that, you know, if you eat an egg, it fucks you up and your body explodes, then fair enough. But if you're a vegan for ethical reasons, which I understand, got nothing against vegans whatsoever, why would you not eat eggs? Because surely they're not unethical if they're raised, you know, if the chickens are looked after. I don't get it. It's just chicken period at the end of the day. Why waste it? Maybe I'm overlooking something. If someone can kind of educate me in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. Because, you know, I want to know these things. If you're vegan, what's the reason vegans don't eat eggs? It's just chicken period. I mean, human women, they have periods. We don't eat that though, do we? Maybe we should start, I don't know. No, Adam, you stupid idiot. Sitting outside, you can probably hear, you can hear all the extractor fans from all the restaurants and stuff, but it's just too hot inside. Needs to get outside. Everybody's got failed cooking stories, haven't they? I've got plenty. I remember once, me and my ex-fiance, we'd rented out this small pokey little studio flat, tiniest, crummiest little thing you'd ever seen, and I decided to make a spaghetti bolognese. And looking back on it, it was the worst bolognese ever. Jarred sauce. I think I used frozen mince, which is a big no-no. But I made it, and there was a lot left over. So I decided, well, I'll just put the leftovers on a plate and stick it in the oven, and we'll have it later on for supper or the next day. And now I realise that was the most stupidest thing to do, because I forgot about it. Forgot that I put the bolognese in there. I didn't use the oven for about a week and a half. Everything I did was on the hob. We had takeaways a lot because back then I wasn't a great cook. Neither was she. Neither was she. And over the coming days, just this smell just kept getting worse and worse and worse throughout the whole flat. In the kitchen, it just putrid. It just got really bad. I said to my fiance, I was just like, is it me? Can you smell that? She's like, yeah, it's disgusting. I don't know where it's come from. We turned up the whole flat, lifted the bed up. We thought there was a dead mouse or rats or something in the flat. We checked the drains outside to see if it was that. And it took like probably a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks before we discovered that it was that bolognese in the oven. Now let me tell you, 2-week-old rotten bolognese is not a pretty sight or smell. I opened the oven door, whoosh, it hit me like a brick. I threw up all over the kitchen floor. My fiance, she was retching in the garden. I literally frisbeed the whole thing into the garden, just frisbeed it into the garden. It stunk. There were flipping flies all in the oven, all coming out. It was horrendous. But I guess there's a life lesson there, isn't there? Yeah, don't leave your bolognese in the oven for 2 weeks and let it fester and rot. So I chopped up the chilli, right? After I chopped up the chilli, I just scratched the inside of my nose. I didn't pick my nose, just a little scratch. And now my nose is on fire. And it just kind of reminded me of a story. And it just kind of proves the importance of washing your hands after you've handled chilies. Going back to my early 20s, and I was a bit of a Jack the Lad, man about town, you know, always had a girlfriend on the go. And I met this girl, I worked with her actually. And you know, we had a bit of a date. She came round to mine and I thought I'd make her a nice chilli salmon. Nice sweet chilli marinade, nice bit of salmon, new potatoes. Very simple, but nice. And it was delicious. We scoffed it up. She enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. She said what an amazing chef I am. She didn't say that, she didn't say that. And one thing led to another, like dates do. And, you know, we went upstairs, into the bedroom. Things went the way they usually do with these things. I'm not going to go into graphic detail, but, you know, I had my hands in a certain area. And all of a sudden, she lets out this blood-curdling scream. She's like, ah! Jumps up and just runs to the bathroom. So what's the matter with her? What's going on? She comes back about 5-10 minutes later, and her, you know, lady garden was on fire. It was burning, and I soon realised I'd not washed my hands after handling the chilli. So yeah, date ended well. So there is a life lesson for you out there if you're watching. Make sure you wash your hands after handling chilies. She ain't gonna get none. You ain't gonna get none. And she'll probably remember it for the rest of her life. She probably thinks about it as much as I do. The trauma of it all. Food terms. They're just really annoying, aren't they? Like, I know I'm a hypocrite because I do use these kind of words, but just like foodie. Everyone's a foodie. Everyone's got to eat, so everyone is a foodie. Yummo. Oh, Tarquin, that gazpacho is just so yummo. Hashtag YOLO. Foodgasm. What's a foodgasm? I can take a guess. Mouthfeel. What? I've used this before. I know what it means, but come on. Mouthfeel. Moist. Moist. No one likes moist. It's all just nonsense, isn't it? Just for us YouTubers and cooks to take photos of whatever bullshit we've made so we can hashtag it on Instagram. Hashtag foodie, hashtag delicious, hashtag yum, hashtag moist, hashtag shut up. Hashtag delicious. Oh, of course it is, of course it is. I use these words, I know, because they're just ingrained in my mind. Rustic, that basically means you can't be bothered. Symphony of flavours. Off. I had a comment the other day from someone who said they didn't like me swearing in my videos. And in my defence, I hardly ever swear. And when I do swear, it's bleeped out. It's censored. So whatever or I say, they're censored out. And like, I'm sorry, but sometimes you need to say a swear word. You know, you've got to express yourself. And sometimes that means profanity. But it got me thinking, like, I'm not your average sanitised clinical cooking show. I don't have a massive budget, a nice studio full of expensive camera equipment and lighting. Because most cooking TV shows are bollocks, aren't they? Of course I'm gonna swear, right? That's what people do, that's life, that's humanity. Your average cooking show doesn't show these sorts of things. You know, real life and real cooking in a kitchen at home. They don't show the bits where, you know, the flipping handles come loose on your saucepan, so you're there with a knife out the drawer trying to get the little screw back in to tighten it up. They don't show the grease splatters on your wall, that manky tea towel you've got that should have been chucked away years ago. They don't show that. You know, they use a pan once and then chuck it away, I'm sure. Because in every show, they're always pristine and immaculate. Not a mark on them. I mean, look at my flipping pans. Look at the crud on that. That's used nearly every day. That's why. I'm never going to get that off. This flipping roasting tray that I've had for about 13 years. Encrusted with crap and crud. But it's the best roasting tray ever. Okay, and I'll never get rid of it. This is real cooking, this is real life. And if you're upset that I'm swearing, well, there's bigger things to be upset in the world about, isn't there? I don't come round in your kitchen and tell you what to do. Perhaps I should. Perhaps I start knocking on people's doors. Oi, Stop swearing. Oi, your pan's dirty. Oi, you got grease splats on your wall. Oi, you've burnt your dinner. Okay. Oi, 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 oi. It's my house. It's my kitchen. So, whoever you are, if you're watching, complaining that I swear in my videos, f***ing deal with it. F***ing trolls. Giving me these. Giving me these. That's what they're doing. Giving me these on the channel. Here you are. Like, you know, someone's written about my chili con carne recipe. Nothing else than just the word yuck. Y-U-K, yuck. Debbie, why is it yuck? Because actually it's one of my most popular recipes. If you've made it and you don't like it, I'm sorry, Debbie. All I can do is say I'm sorry it's not to your tastes. Just yuck. Not why. Not is there anything that she didn't like about it, just yuck. 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 Peter says on my ploughman's lunch, just get on with it. Too much talk at the beginning. I like to talk. It's an old BT phrase, isn't it? Old BT, the old phone company. Used to be a phrase for theirs back in the day. You know, BT, it's good to talk. And it is good to talk, Peter. So I'm telling you to shut up. Mind your own business. Some of them I just delete, right? Some of them I just go, you're obviously trying to get a reaction out of me, and it's working, because clearly I'm ranting on camera, but that's what you want. Well, you're getting it. You're getting a reaction. Don't feed the trolls. You know when people say, oh, don't get down to their level. Don't get down to their level. I say no. If someone's purposely going after you and attacking your character, attacking your delicious, wonderful food, no, you get down to their level and lower. Get right down, get underneath them. Get underneath them and just hoik their flipping feet from underneath them. Maybe I should troll them. Get under a bridge where they live. Near where they live, I'll get under the bridge. And then just sort of, as they're crossing over the bridge, I'll get out and demand a toll. If they don't, I'll throw them in the river. I'll be a real troll. Not an online troll, a real troll. Who's that trekking over my bridge, said the troll. Adam, that's who. Adam the troll. Snatching you and throwing you in the river. I see so many recipes for French onion soup. They're just outright lying to you. They say, oh, caramelise the onions for like 20-30 minutes. It's not enough time. You end up with like half raw onion in your soup. That's not good for anybody. But they must know this. So either they're bullshitting and they know that it takes hours to make, but they're just thinking, oh, I'll just put 20-30 minutes because people won't make it if it says like an hour and a half. So I'll just lie. I'll just put 20-30 minutes. That'll do. That'll do. Or, which is more likely, they're making crap French onion soup. Liars. Liars out there. You're all liars. They're all liars. Top chefs as well. I've seen some from, I'm not going to name them, but, you know, up there TV chefs. 20-30 minutes to caramelise the onions. No. Onions are not your friend. At all. In fact, they're annoying. I have a love-hate relationship with onions. Make you cry, they take ages to cook, but they add so much flavour to stuff and they taste delicious.